It's been a remarkable project, the 3,000 Miles for Peace campaign. But then again, it's based on the dream of a remarkable young man, Paul Ziegler, whose plan to bike across the country to raise funds for peace was cut short when he was killed in an accident during his sophomore year at McPherson College. His dream, however, has been resurrected by his family, friends, and church through a number of different fundraising projects, all designed to help fulfill his goal of traveling 3,000 miles for peace.
Fulfilling Paul's vision.
Fulfilling a vision of peace.
We will journey 3,000 miles. 3,000 miles for peace.
And since March, one way or another, people are fulfilling that vision as they rally together to ride bicycles, walk, lift weights, dribble soccer balls, hike, all sorts of activities, and in the process manage to do what Paul wanted as his goal, to raise much-needed funds for On Earth Peace, an organization of the Church of the Brethren that promotes peace and conflict resolution in communities and across the world.
It honors Paul, and he was an important part of our lives, and of course we really miss him, and so it's a nice way to honor his memory, and it gives kind of a, I suppose, some kind of a sense of purpose to his life, and some of the things that he wanted to do.
Don helped organize one of the largest events of the campaign so far, a biking and hiking day near the Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania church, Paul's home congregation. Over 130 participants raised over $8,000 that day alone. The day culminated in a celebration of Paul's life at the E-Town Church on what would have been his 20th birthday. It also marked the end of Bob Gross's 650-mile walk from Indiana to Pennsylvania, which had started 6 weeks earlier and raised over $100,000 for On Earth Peace.
We welcome you to Elizabethtown. It's been quite a journey, and we are glad that you are here.
But the campaign is far from over.
The campaign is continuing through the summer. We have a lot of different events going on, and also want to just encourage people in the nice weather to continue to get out and use the campaign as an opportunity to ride or walk or run or whatever your exercise of choice is, to do that with a peace witness in mind. So it continues through Peace Day, through the weekend of September 21.
During that time, those who want to help are encouraged to build on the kind of creativity shown so far. Students at Manchester University lifted weights for peace, 1 million pounds one weekend, and raised over $1,000, calculating the pledges based on how many pounds the volunteers lifted. And young soccer players in North Manchester, Indiana, dribble their soccer balls at the end of their games to raise money.
Symbolically, we're doing 3,000 lengths of the field to match 3,000 miles in the hopes of raising $3,000. After our games, teams have been combining to run lengths of the fields dribbling the soccer ball together after congratulating each other at the end of the game.
It's been a really busy time. We've had over 40 events on schedule so far. Bob's commitment to doing his walk a few months ago really got things stirring and got people excited. And so our hope is that through the summer that people maybe can continue to use that as an inspiration. But definitely the campaign has sort of peaked during his walk because other people saw his efforts and were motivated and inspired by them.
The campaign is also a tribute to one young man's commitment to peace.
He made a way of making you feel welcome and liked and worthy, and I think that's part of what Paul was all about.
You know, he left a lot of unfinished business, an unfinished life, really, and one of the things that he wanted to do was to ride his bike across the United States, and so that was something that people could really easily get behind and say, yeah, this is something that we can do. We can ride, we can walk, we can paddle, we can lift weights. You know, a lot of different things have been done, and it was something that people could easily get behind.
Organizing those around us.
To walk.
To ride. To gain pledges of support for On Earth Peace.
Adding mileage to those around the country.
Whether it's 1 mile or 100.
This campaign is essential to who On Earth Peace is and to the work that we do. And it is because it's providing concrete support to the programs that we run. It's not, going to be floating out here to be spent later in the future. We're using it directly in the programs we want to help build. So through peace education, through social change, through conflict transformation, these projects that are on the ground, working with people in communities, working with churches, we're using them. And we're so thrilled to have this extra support, and that people are finding ways to put their feet in action and to move with fundraising, right? Because it's not just about giving $1 here or $1 there, it's showing that you're a part of the work. And that's the beauty of the campaign, is that it's a contribution in a really tangible way. And it's an opportunity to reflect on the work while giving to the work.
Become a part of the movement. 3,000 miles for peace.
3,000 miles for peace.
3,000 miles for peace.